The largest group of voters in Colorado, unaffiliated voters, are also the least likely to cast a ballot in the primary in 2 weeks. The group's working to change that. They talked with our Angeline McCall.
Our first mailer, no party, no problem.
One group takes more convincing to vote, especially in the primaries.
And so it matters for folks to participate now because shaping the electorate happens in June.
Unaffiliated voters make up the largest voter group in the state, and they're the least likely to cast a ballot in the primary.
Yeah, so only 17% of those unaffiliated vote in primaries.
Tookie Wilson with Colorado Informed is targeting them as part of a campaign, hoping they submit a ballot.
And we have some research, but it's a little murky. We don't quite know why folks aren't participating. And you see higher rates of participation amongst political parties.
The team is focusing on 2 state house districts near Longmont and Colorado Springs. 6,000 unaffiliated voters who have a record of casting a ballot in general elections, but skipping the primaries.
If the majority of folks are unaffiliated, and full disclosure, I'm an unaffiliated voter, I want my politicians to have my interests at heart, and to do that I have to show up and show them that I care about my voice being heard in the primary.
They're trying to get the numbers up. Take Boulder County, for instance, in the 2022 primaries. Of the more than 220,000 active voters, just more than 28,000 unaffiliated voters actually cast a ballot. Democrat registered voters almost doubled those numbers, casting roughly 42,000 ballots in the same election. DU professor Seth Maskett says that kind of turnout is a trend.
I was tracking it to some extent in 2022, and registered Democrats, registered Republicans were turning out at about twice the rate of unaffiliated voters in the primary.
Maskett says reasons might vary, but less party loyalty could translate to less voter engagement outside of big elections.
A lot of times when a primary is determinative, that will shape who wins in November. It matters to participate now.
There's a lot of theories about why unaffiliated voters don't vote as often in primaries. One of them being they just don't know that they can vote in the primaries. Evidence of that is that we do see unaffiliated voters cast 2 ballots, a Republican and a Democrat one, which in turn invalidates their vote. In Boulder County in the 2024 primary, 358 people cast both ballots, and in El Paso County, more than 2,400 people cast 2 ballots when they weren't supposed to. Kyle.
Yep, if you're going to vote in a primary, just vote in one. Angeline, I think one of the myths about unaffiliated voters in Colorado is that they are gettable by both parties, right? That the Democrats and Republicans have an equal chance to persuade them to vote their way. That's not who unaffiliateds are.
Right. I think a lot of people hear unaffiliated and they think independent. And actually, the data shows that many of them act very partisan. So they may vote Democrat in numerous elections year over year, right? But ultimately, they don't want to associate with the party, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I hear that. Listen, unaffiliated here. All right, Angeline McCall, thank you.